Hello and welcome to From the Press Box, our podcast. Okay, on today's show, Jamal, we had a variety of interesting topics. We talked a little bit about hockey, a little bit about a statement that was made in some MLB news, but one of the things that was just the most shocking thing to me was Lamar Odom leaving the Mavericks. I didn't see it happening that soon.
The union just wasn't meant to be made. I mean, clearly he wasn't playing well for them. He was sent down to the D League.
Yeah.
At that point, when you're a guy who's that talented, you can't be happy in that situation. And there are rumors that there's a possibility of him and Dirk having gotten into it in the locker room or an altercation with Mark Cuban. At that point, I can understand a guy's frustrated. He hasn't been playing well. He just wants to go somewhere where he can, revive his career.
And speaking of basketball news, we also covered the WNBA Draft, and we had a lot of good prospects for our top 5 on this show. But which one that we spoke about today do you think will be the most successful? And I think I have an idea of who you might pick.
Oh, I'm a huge Stanford fan.
I knew it.
Oh, I love Nneka.
I knew it.
Her game is just so well-rounded.
It is.
Just everything about it is just so smooth and almost effortless the way she plays on the court. In Hurry Up Offense, we talked briefly about Derrick Rose and how his injuries have kind of changed the Bulls' season as they've gone along.
I think they have definitely changed the course of things, but actually I think it's pretty much working out for the better. Again, I just think that they have to develop a union because, as we mentioned on the show, Richard Hamilton and Rose have not been playing together for that long, and they haven't played with each other not that many games in this season. So I'm just anxious to see how that'll unfold in the playoffs.
I think this injury has been good for the team. It's forced other players to step up and, up their game as they've gone along. And you're looking at Dang and Noah have all stepped up to the challenge. And Kyle Korver has performed phenomenally in fourth quarters, making rebounds, hitting big-time threes when the game was on the line. And I think this is ultimately going to help them in their quest for a championship because everybody knows Derrick Rose can go out there and he can drop 30 points, get 15 assists, do whatever he needs to do and carry the team almost on his back. But without those players that can, if he misses a shot, rebound it and, make the putback or something of that nature, can you really say that they're a legitimate championship threat to the Heat?
Yeah, you raise a very good point. But another interesting thing that we talked about was the Magic Bird.
I don't want to talk about the Magic Bird anymore. No.
Oh my goodness. So I'm assuming you're not a fan.
No, I'm not a fan. But I'm a fan of NASCAR. I'm a fan of hockey, and we talked about both of those in the show. Let's talk about one of those.
Okay, hockey. So I took the Boston Bruins. You took Pittsburgh. So
the Bruins won't win. The Penguins. Too much talent. Sidney Crosby. Simple as that.
Oh my goodness. Well, we've given a lot away here, so just make sure you tune in to watch us on From the Press Box.
And follow us on at FTP_tweets, and you can check us out here at YouTube, obviously.
Thank you. And again, I'm Lauren Fluker.
And I'm Jamal Williams.
And this is the From the Press Box
podcast.
Yes, of course.